Everyone, it's just Prince here, and let's talk about job interviews. Those pressure cooker situations where every word can make or break your chances. It's tough. And in this video, I'm going over the most common things people say in job interviews that absolutely kill their chances of getting hired. So let's dive into what to say, and more importantly, what you should say instead to make a killer first impression. Okay, this one's a deal breaker for a lot of hiring managers. When you say, "I don't have any questions," it sends a really clear message. I'm not curious, I didn't do my research, and I don't really care that much. So instead of drawing a blank, hit them with a question that shows you're thinking ahead, like, what would success look like in the first 6 months of this role? Remember, a good interview should feel like a conversation, not an interrogation. Look, in the age of Google, there's just no excuse for not doing your homework. Saying you don't know much about the company screams, "I just want a job, any job." Employers want to see that you're specifically interested in. You could say something like, "I was reading about your new initiative and mention something specific. And I'm really interested in learning more about how that's being implemented." Nobody's perfect, and pretending you are just makes you sound out of touch. What they really want to see is self-awareness and a desire for growth. For example, you could say, "I've been focusing on improving my public speaking skills. I recently joined Toastmasters, and it's been incredible for building my confidence." You're being honest about a weakness, but you're also showing that you're proactive and committed to personal development. Getting fired happens, and it doesn't have to be a deal breaker. But how you talk about it matters. Avoid negativity or bad-mouthing your previous employer. You could say something like, "My previous role ended unexpectedly, but it gave me valuable time to reflect on my career goals." This approach shows that you're resilient, you learn from your mistakes, and you're ready to move forward. Desperation is never a good look, right? Employers want someone who's genuinely excited about company and mission, so ditch the any job talk and be specific about why you're interested in particular role. Talk about how your skills and experience align with the job description and how you see yourself contributing to the company. I'm particularly interested in, mention something specific about the role or company. Look, we all struggle with time management sometimes, but simply admitting a weakness without showcasing any effort to improve is a major turnoff for employers. You could say, "Time management has been an area of focus for me. I've started using tools like," mention specific tools or techniques, "and it's made a huge difference in my productivity and organization." This shows that you're not afraid to acknowledge your weaknesses and you're actively working to improve. Ambition. Employers love it. It shows that you're driven, you're motivated, and you're looking to make a real impact. Talk about your short-term and long-term goals and how this particular role fits into your overall career trajectory. You could say, "In the short term, I'm focused on mastering the skills required for this role and becoming a valuable asset to the team. Looking ahead, I'm interested in growing in," mention specific area, "and taking on new challenges within the company." Here's a golden rule. Never, ever badmouth your previous employer or colleagues in an interview. Instead of dwelling on the negative, focus on what you learned from the experience. You could say, "While my previous role had its challenges, I'm grateful for the opportunity to have learned," mention specific skills or lessons. This approach highlights your growth and professionalism without bashing anyone. While salary is definitely important, making it the first thing you ask about can give the impression that you're more interested in the money than the actual work. Instead of jumping straight to the paycheck, express your enthusiasm for the role, and then segue into a conversation about compensation. You could say, "I'm really excited about the opportunity to contribute to this team and make a real impact. To make sure we're on the same page, could we discuss the salary range for this position?" Confidence is key in an interview. Instead of highlighting your perceived shortcomings, focus on the skills and experiences you have that are relevant to the role. You could say, "While my background is in," mention your field, "I'm confident that my skills in," mention specific transferable skills, "will allow me to quickly learn and excel in this position." Flexibility is a valuable asset in today's job market. While it's important to be upfront about any potential start date limitations, try to avoid making any hard and fast demands right off the bat. You could say, "I'm really excited about this opportunity and eager to get started as soon as possible. Could you tell me more about the ideal start date for this position?" This approach shows that you're respectful of their needs, while also expressing your interest. Job interviews can be nerve-wracking, but remember, you've got this. By avoiding these common interview pitfalls and focusing on showcasing your skills, experience, and enthusiasm, you'll be well on your way to landing your dream job. Let me know in the comments down below what other job interview questions you struggle with. I might just make a video about it. Good luck out there. You're going to crush it.